think by now I'd know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes. Playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? My God, don't we look good together? I should be running away, but so what, whatever. Oh, last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes. Playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine?
Oh, there's that comment. It's just floating there. Okay, there it goes. I didn't plan that so well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my weekly live stream. It's Cathy Zilski here in my studio on a beautiful day. Don't even have the air conditioning on today, which is great. I appreciate the weather doing this. I do want to give a shout out to all the people affected by the hurricane. I don't know how many of you are here watching today, but the devastation is staggering. The fact that these inland communities, it's crazy. It's not good. And I put a link in my description to World Central Kitchen. They are there on the ground, bringing in trucks, tanker trucks with water, and they're feeding people. And that's what they do. They go in and feed people. And that is something that the people, they need help in so many ways, food being one of them. So it's a really great organization. Check it out if you feel so inclined. Of course, there's Red Cross. There's so many organizations that are offering help. And wow, I'm just grateful that I live in a place that generally we only get tornadoes and have never lived through one yet. So fingers crossed, but yeah, I can't, I'm just sending out so much love and well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So that said, let's make some cards today. I feel better this week. Last week was kind of sketchy. I don't know. I don't even know how I made it through that live, to be honest with you, but I'm feeling good today. And what I want to do was inspired by watching my good friend Jennifer McGuire at the Scrapbook and Cards Today Crop and Create this weekend. I know some of you were students and saw what Jennifer has come to do every event, and it's called Mix It Up, where she takes all these products and does things. And I was inspired to get out my stencil builder, which I did order. I ordered the day they were released. I have 2 of them, and I was rewatching a video that Jennifer and Gina did when they're tag team. And when Gina mentioned something about someone in her group had done a poinsettia, I thought, I'm gonna try something like that. So let's go to the table and get started. Enough about me chatting. I probably will still blow my nose a few times, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay, I have my stencil builders. Now I have 2 of them, and because these are so big, I've been keeping them in one of my 9x12 sleeves because they're huge. And now when I take this little friend out, you know, you get 2 of the same size, and I am using this oval. Is it called pointed oval? I have it linked. I have all the supplies linked, but I am going to be using this today. And take this out. Toss it behind me. Now, I'm going to use this thing. Okay, so This is the Altenew Stamp Wheel 2.0, and I'm not, how would you say, what is the word? I am not an aficionado with the stamp wheel, but I have this. This was sent to me early. Thank you, Altenew. I'm not going to be using this plate today. I'm just going to use this as a surface to work on. And the thing that's nice about this, and I will show you the difference. Here is my original stamp wheel that I have. I was going to put this in here, but it's just a little too big to work with the sticky here. So that's the thing. You know, this is a more manageable size, but I wanted to have this amount of space. So this is basically, well, it's my grip mat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cardstock, and you need it's 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. That is the opening. And by the way, in this stencil builder set, you get 2 of the same size, unlike the wreath builder, right, where there's different sized openings in that stencil set. These are the same size, you just get 2 of them. And what I'm going to do is place this right in the center. I just want this to be sticky and hold this down. And then I'm going to put this over the top, just line it up here on all sides until, well, it takes a second. It's going to take me a second. Okay. Line you up, and line you up. I guess you could do it either way, but I wanted to make sure that this is all suctioned down and holding the goodness in, okay? Also, hello everyone. So glad to have you here today. We're going to do some things. I am going to do a kind of monochromatic thing today. It's going to be suggestive of a poinsettia, but not, not actually a poinsettia. So we're going to do it. We're going to place this in, and I'm going to, let's see here, stick it down. See, here's the thing. You can just glue yours onto a piece of paper, right? That's how Gina does hers. She doesn't stick mat anything. But I like sticky mats because they hold things in place. Okay. All right, now I have some inks. I have 2 inks today. I am going to be using a combination I have never used in my life. And that is true. Light Carnation and Coral Reef. So Coral Reef is one of my least used colors, but it's such a good color. It's like a red orange, and it's super pretty. Let me see about my, well, hold on. I'm going to get my little ink stand out here. I think this is a nice zoom in for what we have here. Okay, we'll see. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Light Carnation, and I'm going to ink up my brush. Okay, this is stuck into place. I'm just going to tap a little off. Sometimes I wish I had dueling ink stands, because I think I'll just keep this one in. And I'm going to bring in color 1. So this is going to be, relatively repetitive, but it's going to be fun. We're bringing in Light Carnation, which is a very pretty color. I love the trio of layering inks, the Light Carnation, the medium, and the dark. But we're just going to do that. Okay? Now, here's where a pokey tool comes in handy because, oh, not this side. Let's do this side. Oh, also want to say hi to my moderators today, Beth and Emma, because they can help answer questions and post links sometimes when I cannot. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to just reach under here, and it will just get me enough of a grab to do that and that. Okay, we rotate 1 turn, pop it back in to the little guy. Press, 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 press. Yeah, I'm going to have dueling sides. I'm going to have my Coral Reef on this side. Keep my brushes separate. And now the Coral Reef is a little bit darker. You can see that right there. So I'm going to tap some off because I don't want this layer to come in too hot and heavy. But we're starting off the stencil, well, off the opening, and then coming in like that. Easy and breezy and very monochromatic. I have my towel here, and I'm going to be doing quite a bit of wiping because I'd like to keep this, you know, even though the colors are similar, right? Reds into pinks. I want to make sure that this stays separate so that we can get this clear and away like that. Lift, 2 layers down, and repeat. So that is the process for layer 1. Bringing it in, going like this. Tap, I guess I could pick some up there, and bring in light carnation. These are fun to see come together, gotta tell you. I played last night, and maybe I'll show you one of my experiments later. I didn't love how it turned out, and I think it's good to see the ones that you think were like, was that really my best? Now, I'm not going to wipe the light carnation off because it's already so light, but all you do is you just do that single rotation, right? Get that V in there, get that V in there. It's like a puzzle piece, all right? And even if you're not perfect, you're gonna be fine, okay? Bring it in, hold it, and blend. So I'm just alternating these colors for layer 1, all right? Maybe not going as dark as I could because I wanna go darker on the second layer. So that's it. So anyway, how's it going, everyone? How you doing out there? I'm doing well. I'm glad that I feel better because I do feel like last week I was kind of out of it during the live. I thought I was better than I was. And yeah, it took a while to get over that. I've had COVID twice. Once in 2023, it was no big deal. And this time, it kind of kicked my butt. All right, coming back in, pink. So I'm happy to be feeling better, let me tell you. All right, coming on in with this color, like that. Here's the other thing about the color palette that I'm using today. Monochromes are so easy to, meaning you're basically working in one color family. You know, you don't always have to go hog wild on the rainbow, right? No, you can kind of, there we go, get in there like that. You can keep it more simple and just do the one color, right? And it's kind of cool because then you're not going to mess up. But yes, welcome everyone. Glad to have you here over your lunch hour or your whatever hour. You know, it's my lunch hour, and I will have to say sometimes after this live stream is done, I am so hungry that I'm like, I can't take a picture of a card. I got to go get a sandwich. Kind of been in a sandwich thing lately. And that's all right. One thing I feel like I noticed last week is I didn't have a big personality, and that happens. Well, there you go. Oh, Rianne says she's never seen the Stencil Builder before. Where have you been? Yeah, girl, where have you been? No, this is something, correct? I think that Gina and Jennifer McGuire came up with this idea for a class they taught at Simon Says Create, the live big in-person event that Simon is doing every year. And that is what turned into this. And so Gina and Jennifer have a fabulous video, and Beth and Emma remind me to link that because it's really good, where they showed all these different techniques. Now, you know me, when I am trying something for the first time, or really most of the time, I don't go hog wild on anything. I want to try something and have some success, you know? That's why I think I do such simple techniques, because I want them to look good. And there are times when I do things, I'm like, that does not look good, Kath. All right. Oh, we popped you out. Okay, I guess that one came. Try not to get too inky. There we go. So that's the first layer. And I am going to spritz like that. Just cleaning this off with some isopropyl 70% Target brand alcohol. Nothing fancy. Keep it in this cute little bottle. Spritz and clean. That way it gets it clean and it's going to look good and it's going to be dry right away. So we are done with the larger one. Jennifer McCrupsky. That's funny, Anne. Yep, the two of them together, I tell you what, they're pretty magical. All right, now we're going to take this, the smaller one, and do the same thing. We're going to line it up. And I think I better make sure that I'm really suctioned in here because that popped up right out, and I don't want that to happen because that, my friends, would not be what I'm trying to do today. Okay, suction, suction, suction. Now we're going to repeat, and I'm going to do it a little bit darker if I can, because light carnation is actually a really light color. And now I want to bring this in so there is some definite difference between the background layer that I did, layer 1, and this new layer. And the cool thing is when it all dries, you can see the layers because dye inks are translucent. What I mean by dye inks is water-based inks, right? They are translucent, so that's why you can layer them and get some different looks and effects. And I love that, and that is the goal today. So we're going to make sure that our coral reef layer goes a little darker over here. Isn't coral reef pretty? Like I think it's redder than we think it is. We meaning me. I was like, coral reef is, I wasn't sure what color I was using because I was playing the other day and I was like, this is coral reef? Oh no, it's beautiful. All right, picking this up. See how it's starting to create different layers here? Oh, it's so cool. All right, coming back to pink. Now you can do this with any two colors that are sitting next to each other on the rainbow. And that's what's nice. The beauty about analogous color is they are meant to go into one another with no big deal, right? They're not going to look weird. They're not going to clash. They're just going to soothe into each other. All right. Let's keep going. I'm not, and I think I said this, but I'm not wiping off the pink because it's just so light. It doesn't really, it's not really causing any issues here at all. And suck you down and bring that red back in. So I'm trying to pick up the red off my glass mat here, right? I'm trying to be less wasteful, but I don't even know the last time I actually used coral reef. It's a very juicy pad. Very juicy. All right, like that. Oh, it's a dark and stormy night. Okay, we're coming around. See how pretty that is? Woo-hoo. It is cool. It's like a spirograph. Is that what it was called for adults? And who doesn't love a spirograph for adults? Oh, it does kind of match my lipstick. Yes, thank you. You know, it's funny. I have a ton of, okay, let me step that back. I have a ton of lipsticks, but only a few that I use now. Like I'm kind of in this like zone of, I just keep using the same one. This is from Lisa Eldridge. She's a little artist, meaning makeup artist. And I love her lipstick. It's called Rose Official. And then I put her shiny dancing, I think it's called Dancing Rose lip gloss on top. And it stays on my lips for almost the whole live. So that's pretty good. Okay, coming in and coming up. So that's the pattern. Oh, I didn't want to, well, I think we're going to be fine. I am going to be trimming this panel down because, I should wipe, because I want to make sure that I have a USA2 card. All right, coming up. See how it's starting to all come together. Now, come in here and pop you down. Make sure you're suctioned, okay? You're worried about that ink. Oh, you know what? Someone said, don't put your watch band in the ink pile there. You know, It's funny, I'm not the messiest crafter, but I've gotten messier. I've gotten a little messier in my advanced crafting experience. Because let's see now. I started doing this in 2017. And, nope, we've only got one more. Okay, one more. And I swear I'm still kind of a neat knit crafter. Not like necessarily during the lives. Like I throw things over my shoulder and when I'm done, it looks like a hot mess. But it's not as messy as it could be. All right, here's my last one. And we'll get that in there like that. I am not going to go over this anymore, but the reality is you could, right? Let me show you here. You can add more layers into this just by, positioning this. And actually, if you took your, let's clean this. Hold on here. If you take your frame off, then you can just eyeball it. I think I saw Jennifer do that. I think both of them might have eyeballed it, but let's take a look here. Lift. Oh, I just unstuck the whole thing. There we go. Ooh, come on off. There we go. I got a little on the edges, and that's okay because I'm trimming it down. I'm going to wipe this real quick with a little alcohol. All right. Like that. Get you guys off the edges. You guys, just so we're not stained. I know I'm a little off camera here, but cleaning, drying, cleaning, drying. Now, if I wanted to, I could. It's really easy just to kind of position that again, right? To have even more, but I'm not going to do it because I like this look. I think with my crop, it's going to be okay, but you can just eyeball and center your placement till you get that diamond right there and add another layer. Okay. So you can just keep going and having what they like to call a field day. Okay, let's pick this up. Whoop. Stabby tool indeed. All right, picking it up off here. And that is my panel. Now I did this on 110-pound cardstock only because there's a lot of layers on that of ink and I really did want it to stand up, but look at how you can see the translucency of those shapes with the inks and that kind of will amplify a little bit when it dries. Oh, it's so cool. Okay. That does not go on there. So let's find the lid and we're going to pick you up like this. By the way, the stamp wheel has this clip off so you can have bigger pieces like 8.5 by 11 sticking off. I haven't found a cause to need that yet, but I will put this away and let you gaze upon the loveliness. Oh, here we go. And there you go. All right. So, actually, let's clean this too. I need to get these brushes out of the way because I will make a mess with those. All right, how's everyone doing? We're making some good progress today. That could all change, but we'll see. All right. Yes, and I do appreciate all the well wishes that you gave me because I was out, I didn't film any, like I had no videos in the tank. I had nothing. And I basically, I think I told you, but I watched that lovely Canadian show, SCHITS Creek, the whole thing, beginning to end. It helped me to heal. Moira Rose is good for the soul. All right. Here we go. You guys go over here and here. All right. Now, I want to die cut this. So we will die cut this. And it will be a beautiful thing. Look at me, I'm just cleaning up as I go. And yes, this card will be given away if in fact you so desire. Let's have a little coffee, shall we? How's it going? So one thing I love about the live stream, it gets to extend my coffee drinking time. There was a time in my life, especially in the winter, where I can't wait to go to bed so I can wake up and have more coffee. All right, I'm going to grab this, probably my most used die set from Gina's Master Layouts collection. And I'm going to be cutting some things out here. So here's what I think is going to look cool. You tell me. Now I know sometimes you see this and you're like, oh, you can't cut it. Don't cut it. No, we're going to cut it. We have to cut it. We are, and oh, yeah, you know, I cut into this mat all the time, but sometimes if I want it to be a really crisp cut and I don't want to risk anything with my electric machine, I will put it on this plate, my super cut into plate, and then we just kind of center it and we're going to cut it. I'm going to use some tape though. Here we go. This is just like my other pink tape. This is Easy C tape. I'll make a little hang off there and there. That looks pretty centered, right? Little there, little there. Just kind of eyeball it. Go like that. Then I take this side of my electric mat setup. I don't cut into this side. I mean, there's a few marks in there, but what I try to do is keep that one clean, just like I keep this one cut free. That was an oops. And that's my sandwich. Now let's see if the die cut cam is on today. Die cut cam. Are you there? Are you there? Oh my gosh. Let's come back to the table. What, is it not on? Oh, the power went off. Hold on. Let's open it up. 7421. There you go. 1862. Come here and all right. Sorry about that. It's a total blackout. Is it there now? All right, we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna give it a try. Die cut cam and back. and we'll talk about the boop dish in a second. Okay. I'm gonna run it through. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm here. A little sneak peek of something I have over there to show you what I've done because it didn't work out. Also, we'll talk about the boop dish, but the boop bowl, I know. Oh, here we go. Well, that just cut out beautifully. We're popping it out, and look at how pretty this is cropped. You know, it just has this sort of expansive feel, right? I love this so much, and I'm gonna set this aside. So the boop dish, it arrived and it sold out. We will be getting more. This is a little dish that has this little baked on sort of decal, and the reason I wanted it is the folks at This Calls for Confetti had sent me a dish a long time ago just for fun that said the boop, and I'm like, I love this dish. I want to have one of my own that I can sell that says boop. So that's it. It will come back in stock, I believe, but it's bigger than this because then it lets you look at your sizes a little bit easier. Is it more awkward to pour? It is, but I sacrifice a little function for the form of being able to see more. So that's the boop dish. They're coming back. You can always click on the item. I think I have it in my supply list. I could be wrong. And just click notify me and they will notify you. Now, while I am here, I'm going to grab something. I will take, and now this time I'll just flip it over to show you. I do this and we have a good time. I'm going to take a matte layer here because I'm going to matte this in gold. And this is Simon Says Stamp Matte Gold, which is, I have 2 extra packs on my paper shelf. I order this in bulk, and actually if I go like this, I guess I could turn the other piece into a frame. I'm not cutting out the center. I don't do that anymore. Call me extravagant. Go ahead, call me extravagant. Where's the die cut cam? There we go. And then we're gonna run this through. And I will show you the little thing over there at the end, if I remember. Okay. The other thing about the boop dish is you can keep little die cuts in it, and I'll show you one that I have because I went ahead and did a little work before I started filming. I made a little die cut that says joy. This is going to be so cute. Okay. This is from the Concord and Ninth Holiday Sayings. It has joy, deck the halls, very merry, ho, 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 and peace. I wanted something small for the center. Isn't that cute? Oh, okay. So we're going to take this. We are going to get our magnet. Where'd the magnet go? It's gone again. My nail polish magnet is nowhere to be seen. Is it stuck to scissors? Huh. Well, that's what happens when you are in this community. Hold on. Do I have backups? Yes, I do. Okay. I have backups. I bought another pack of these because I have lost one. And so now I have another one because they come in a 2-pack. All right. So that's the Gina K Master Layouts 2, which is creating this beautiful little layer that's going to go behind. And I could save that. That could be a frame for something. Maybe. All right. You know, hi, Mari. I like to focus on the positives. Jane has a question. Is there any way to get those small circle impressions out of the gold paper? You know, the best thing you can try. Here's the thing. It's the poke holes in the dies, right? And what our friend is talking about is those little guys. Now, one thing you can try is you can take a bone folder, especially Teflon, and just kind of go over it a little. And I'll show you the difference. It's not huge, but it's a little different. Look at that. I mean, you're still going to catch it in certain light, but you're not going to see it. Look at that, straight on. So try that with a Teflon bone folder, okay? It does work. It's not going to remove it. It just sort of makes it less noticeable. It's the poke holes. It's the pressure on your machine. I mean, I suppose if you had a different die cut machine, for example, I don't know if those poke holes would show up the same on my compact cutter. You know what? I have time. I'm going to put the butt cam on. Hold on. I want to show you something because I don't know if this would be different. And when I say the butt cam, I just turned that off. I still have, by the way, the special for this guide. Let's grab some gold cardstock. I think I have a scrap. Do I? A little scrap? I do. All right, I'm going to take this and cut it down a little further. Yes, I did, Kim. It turns the butt cam off because I just don't, I just don't need people. I don't need to treat you that kind of thing. Let's see the difference here because I feel like this little cutter surprises me all the time. I don't know. I could be wrong here, but I'm going to run it through and we're just going to see. It suctions down. I'm going to run it through. The magnet tool, for anyone who's never seen this before, this is called a nail polish magnet wand. And it's pretty great for picking up the dies off of your surface. Now let's pick you. Where's my craft pick? I'm gonna get this off. This reveal might not be that satisfying, but we're gonna try. All right. So yeah, it's nice because it picks. Okay, look at that. It's pressure, Jane. It is a pressure issue for sure. My Impress has a huge amount of pressure. Look at that. You barely see them. Wow, that's so different. So again, the cut, fantastic, but look at the difference in the bump holes. It's the pressure of your machine. So this, oh, by the way, here is the promo. There's a 50% off this setup. It gives you the extra suction cup feet, which I did do. I am using those suction feet because the gray ones that come with it just didn't stick to my surface. But if you use the code CZCUT on the bundle, I know Beth has shared a link. It is to the bundle, not the standalone machine. But this little guy, that's That's really impressive to see. I almost wonder if I should glue that on top. You know what? Let's do it. You gotta be, it's just a pressure issue. And like I saw my friend Amy say in the chat, she doesn't really care, and most of the time I don't either. I guess I don't notice it as much as I used to. All right, let's come in here. Anyway, these are gonna get glued together, but we're gonna do a little spatter, splatter, because that's what we do. That's what we do here. Okay, we're gonna glue it on top. Okay. Gloria Wolf, are you out there today? I need to place another order for my pins because I keep bending them. I don't know why. I'm just not as graceful with the pins as I want to be, and I bent my second one. All right, we're just going to line that up. I mean, that looks better already. Oh, okay. Telling you what, sometimes a smaller machine, but it depends too, because not every die cut machine is going to cut exactly the same. But I need to remember this because there have been times where I had something slip on my magnetic plate on the Empress, and I brought it to my little machine, I redid it, and it cut like a dream. So I can't remember what class I was watching this past weekend, or maybe it was Gina, I can't remember. But someone had asked, be honest, how many die cut machines do you have? And it's not just people who do this for their jobs. Y'all have a lot of machines, which I love. And you all know there's reasons for all things. All right, see why we like our liquid glue? Because we can get it just in the right place. Okay. Michelle Stevens has a question. Let me see if this pops up where it's supposed to. Hold on here. I don't know at this time. Right now, we're just going classic black and white, but never say never, because that would be depressing to never hope for color. I'll have to talk with Heidi at Simon. Heidi and I have to powwow on that. Okay, so this looks better already. And now those little dots don't show through as much. Okay, let's add. I'll put you in the boop dish for now. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. There we go. Now I want to add my spatter, so I'll put this in here. And another person who was teaching at the Crop and Create card making event was my sweet friend Christopher from Brutus Monroe. And Christopher reminded me during that event, he basically came up with Shimmer Splash with me in mind because he knew how much I love gilded. And he said, Cathy, you're going to love it. It's a little more concentrated. I'm shaking it really well, though. And you don't have to use a brush with it. I'm like, I always forget this. So I'll go like that, okay? And this is the gilded color, so it works great. And you don't have to use a brush. But let's see if I can do this properly. I'm just going to take it out and tap on the lid. That's it. I'm going to do a little off to the side. Sometimes I feel like I don't get as small a spatters when I do this, but it really does work. And we're just adding some shine to our panel. And again, no brush needed. And then look here. Sparkly goodness all around the town. Okay, I wrote that. I just wrote that just now. Question, how do I straighten out bent dies? Connie wants to know. Boy, Connie, I don't know. Oh, also, Nikki, you're here. Hey, Nikki, how are you feeling today? Juno's Creations. All right. I think that's you. Isn't that you? Okay. I don't know how to straighten out dies. Does anyone know how to straighten out dies? Because I'm telling you, it's a thing. Now, I just don't know how to do it. Sylvia wants to know if I ever get spatter on my glasses. So far, no, but I get it everywhere else. Oh, it is you, Nikki. Hey, so glad to see you. I get it everywhere else. I get it all over my really expensive Apple Studio monitor that I see all of your comments on. You know, it's like, what are you going to do? Okay, while this is here, let me grab a piece of cardstock. I'm going to do a side fold today. And I guess I'll grab this guy now. And there we go. Coming up, coming up, coming up. We're going to score this. And yeah. Anyway, but the nice thing about computer monitors, it really does come off easily. I will show you another tool. This is the Tonic Tim Holtz scraper that comes with the ruler and some other things. I keep this handy all the time because it's great for scraping paint off if you use paint for splattering stuff, and it also gets it off my monitor without scratching my monitor. Surprising. Also, fingernails will work, but I try not to use my jewels. Okay, we're going to score this at 4 1/4. I am doing a side fold today, a book fold, only because I needed to have a panel for that was oh, here's a great tip. If you're using the Stencil Builder, you take a full sheet of 8.5 by 11, cut it in half this way to have a 5.5 by 8.5, and then you can use the other piece and trim that to 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 square. So one piece of cardstock goes for your whole card. I felt very smart doing that. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me, that's math. All right. So let us do this, and we're going to give this a press. All right. So there's that guy going, and now there's my side fold. I will tape this closed, and yeah. Yes, Amy is here, and we are friends. And Amy and I talked about doing one of those knock it off videos, but neither of us have had any time because Stamptember was crazy. I'm flipping this over to do my little Ralph Tyndall inspired. I loved his little stamp that he does, and the reason I like this, it's big, it's bulky, but I don't have to touch anything ever. Touch. Jewels not tools, or tools not jewels. You know, it's tomato and tomato. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I think this is dry enough now, and I'm going to use my tape runner if I have enough. Oh, we're pushing it. We're gonna mat this because I feel like if we just have that little tiny bit on here, right? This is going to be very elegant, and it's a very thin little mat. So let's do this. And, you know, I feel like I should put this on paper towel, but maybe not. Let's just give it a go. Okay, little tape. Is it smushing off? No, that looks pretty good. All right. If I run out, I do have, I have a backup. Always have a backup, just like Goose and Maverick. And I think that was it. Nope, no. Yes, good, go. Okay, close. So close, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna just look at our sides here. Best of our ability. And we're not quite there. Ooh, no, not quite. Close, hold on. Kind of hard for me to see this. I think that's good. Yes, all right, I'm gonna go like this. And put that on. Yeah, so just a little frame there. And this is going to go onto our note card. Oh, Tracy wants to know, where did I order this from? I don't think I've been linking this lately, but it's from rubberstamps.com. And I just uploaded a graphic. I think they asked me for so Minnesotan. I think they asked me for a PNG file maybe, but if you have a custom logo, it's just a self-inking stamp, but I do like it. My logo is pretty plain, but you know, so am I. Okay, I'm gonna grab some foam tape. I mean, I'm not plain like Amish plain, and I think I can say that because I don't think I'm gonna offend any Amish because they shouldn't be watching. Okay, but let's put the foam tape on and get you guys here and here. All right, now I'm gonna pull you out. My favorite scissors for foam is these are these. Is a scissor? A scissor is a singular because they just don't stick. And I've been using these a long time, like easily over a year. Okay. I don't know how many of you folks, I'm old now, and I love being older. But what I mean by that is in the 1990s, 1990 it was, the year 1990, I moved to Minnesota, and Fox as a network was just starting to have shows like The Simpsons and Married with Children. They were really starting to, say, hey, we're going to have programming. And one of the shows that they had on, it was only one season, I believe, was the Ben Stiller Show. How many of you watching today ever watched the Fox Ben Stiller Show? Not the one on MTV, because he started by doing some skit stuff on MTV, and then he got his own show. Anyway, that show literally informed so much of my humor. When I was a young person, it was Steve Martin, like when I was 11, 12. But then the Ben Stiller Show, still to this day, my husband and I will still quote it. We still laugh about it. And one of the sketches that just came to mind was, it was a spoof on the Chuck Woolery dating show. I can't even remember what it was called. The Chuck Woolery show, Love Connection. Anyway, it was for Amish people. And it was very funny. It was very funny because, okay, I'm gonna glue this. Because one of the Amish, Janine Garofalo, who is an actress and comedian, she was one of the contestants, and one of the men said, I think it was Bob Odenkirk, we all know from Better Call Saul, he said, she really knows how to churn butter, or something like that. Anyway, that show holds a place in my heart. She really knew how to churn her butter. Okay, so there we go. All right. Okay. This, my friends, I'm going to go right in the center. I mean, that is just, oh, gosh. Okay, we're going to glue you down. Anyway, the Ben Stiller Show. If you ever find Ben Stiller sketches, he did a spoof of Cape Fear, the Cape Munster sketch, where he's Eddie Munster as a grown man taking vengeance on the people who canceled the Munsters. So funny. They did spoofs like no one else. I'll just say it. They did spoofs like no one else. I love a good parody. And there you go. Oh, I did get some glue on there, or some shine on there, but we'll clean that off. That's what alcohol's for. Rubbing alcohol, that is. Okay. Here we go. I may put some boop stuff on here. I don't know. But so here's the thing. Is this a holiday card? Absolutely. But look at that. Oh, gosh, that is so cute. Let's see if that's centered. Yeah, right? Yes. It's hard to use the ruler when you have the descenders. Those are both called descenders, the parts of letters that dip down. But I mean, come on, look at the shine. Isn't that fun? All right, I may do some shine on here other than what I have. Hold on a second, though. I've got to clear this off. Oh, I found it. It's on one of my magnets. So there we go. We're going to be fine. Oh, and I could keep them. Oh, I just realized something, everyone. I have a metal desk, a steel desk. I could just put these on the steel. You can hear it. Oh, that didn't work at all. Never mind. Never mind. Well, we'll live to see another day. Okay, you go over there. So I would like to grab, where are you, little guys? Here we go. Let's do this. Let's see if this will work. All right. First of all, no, Jenny G. No, not the Ben Stein Show. I loved the Ben Stein Show. Ben Stiller, one season. In fact, I remember the Ben Stein Show. It was very funny. He used to be, wasn't he like a speechwriter for like presidents or something? I think that was his background. Ben Stiller Show. And there's another sketch. It might not be for you, but it's called, I think the sketch is called Bomb Squad or something, where there's a bomb at this person's house. And so they call the bomb squad to come in. And the guy who's the bomb squad is Andy Dick, the comedian and actor. And he comes in, and I won't tell, just put it this way, there's only 30 seconds before the bomb goes off. And the things he has to end up doing before the bomb goes off is hilarious. But when Ben Stein's Money. Thank you, Sue Horvath. That's what it was called. Yeah, and Dan and I, again, we quote these things because that's what we do. Okay, let's see. Here's the thing. Now, this is why I like the Boop Dish. Again, I know they're out of stock, but they're coming. You just have a little more room to find your pieces and to see what you're looking for. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I haven't decided if we're going to have a few here or there because we already have shine on here. But I like that I can see what is happening in a more clear fashion. Oh, let's go that way and that way. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Do I want to have one on either side? I can just get access to the different sizes a little bit easier. Now, I don't know if I like this so much like that. Sometimes I like symmetry and sometimes I don't, but I actually think this is really pretty. Amish studs. That's what it was, Nancy. It wasn't Love Connection. Wait, Nancy, it was a take on that show Studs. Do you remember that show Studs? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think this is pretty, and I think for the sake of boop, we should boop on. Shall we do? Okay. So that's my card, and I'm going to give this to one of you if you want it. Only if you want it. If you don't want it, I get it, you know. I get it. We're going to get up a little here. I like my embellishments to have more of a connection, if I can, to the center, and I think that's as symmetrical as we're going to get. Suzanne, thank you so much for the super chat. That was very kind of you. And I didn't even hear that. I just glanced up. If I ever missed your comment too, I know I don't catch all of the questions during my lives, and I apologize for that. I try to keep them at a decent time. Boop, boop. Oh, I got too much glue on that. Oh, Cathy. It's going to be too shiny then. It's going to be fine. We're going to be okay. Yes, there will be a link. These are so small. You don't need much. There we go. Boop. A link in the description so that you can leave a comment on my blog to enter the giveaway. And usually I try to do it in the next couple days. I've been been having some issues with follow through, but I blame that on having COVID because I'm usually more organized. Boop. And we're going to come here and boop. And that, my friends, is the finished card project for today's live stream. Now, I don't know what I would stamp on the inside. You know what could be? Maybe I'll do this next year. I should do a set of inside greetings for holiday cards because I think that would be nice. But now look at all the shine on that. And now you can really start to see, let's zoom in here. You can really start to see the layers and how the inks interact with each other. See how the light goes over the dark where the light carnation is? Isn't that fun? Ooh, I love it. Oh, Kim Phillips has a question. Where did I get this from? I have this linked in my description. It is a woman named Gloria Wolf. She's often at my lives, but I don't know if she's here today. And you email her and she will sell you direct. She does not have a shop. So that is where I get them, from Gloria. And I actually do need some more. So I think I am going to, let's see, does my dual cam still work? Ah, it does work. I am in need of more, so I think I'm going to order. Anywho, I will be taking some photos of this. I will post it first to the YouTube community tab. Then I guess I'll put it over on the Instagram at some point. The code is CZCut. I will add that straight away because I don't have it in here just yet. but I will do that as well. I think Beth has been sharing the link, but you have to use CZ Cut as your checkout code. So, and that's in all caps, CZ Cut. Kind of like what I say when I go in to get my hair cut. I just look at my dude and go, CZ Cut. No, I don't. I've never said that to him. But the guy has been cutting my hair since I was pregnant with Cole. There's not much that happens these days, but there you go. All right, now I think that is all I have, unless you have any other questions for me. I get one last sip of coffee. I just want to thank you for watching my live stream. If this is the first time you're catching me, this is something I do every week, Wednesdays at noon Central, unless I am sick or otherwise incapacitated. And it's a little different from what is usually on my channel, which are videos that I pre-recorded and then cut together. And I do record them in a live format so you can hear all the little sounds because I'm a fan of sounds. I don't do it like ASMR style, although I've thought about it. I've thought about doing just one whole video of just no talking and whispering, but I don't think I have that in me. So yes, but I will get some pictures in a little bit. I got to have my sandwich. Sandwiches are important. And I will see you back here with another card project on Saturday. I have a very cute fall card. Very excited about it. Turned out great. I filmed it yesterday and I have to put it together today. Excuse me. But there will be that on Saturday. And other than that, thanks so much. I'm trying to think if there's no other promotions. So thanks for watching. I will see you back here with another card project soon. Bye. Thanks so much for joining me today for my live stream. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you, so hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a few more videos you might be interested in checking out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.